GHG Commuting is our survey platform for measuring the greenhouse gas emissions that result from your employees' commute to work. In this video, we are going to show you how to prepare and upload the data file containing the necessary employee information. After setting up your account, which is explained in a separate video, you need to collate the information on your employees. This is usually available from one of your in-house systems. The information that you will need is as follows: title, Mr. and Mrs., etc. This is a free text field with a 10-character limit. We have a range of options in the manual upload, but using this upload process, you can add any titles you wish. First name. This is a free text field with a 30-character limit. Second name, your family name. It is a free text field with a 40-character maximum. Login name. If this can be the same as your user's existing login name, it should simplify things, as it avoids you having to make up a new one, and the users will find it easier as well. If your organization already has an account with another GHG Insight service, and GHG Commuting is being added to it, any user with an existing login must use the same login name as they use for the other service. So, even for users with existing GHG logins, we advise that they be included in this data file. This is because it is simpler than going through the list and removing those that are already in the system. The process will only add them to GHG Commuting. It will not change the password or any other details. Email address. This is essential for users to change their passwords. It also simplifies the process. First, to provide the login details to each employee, which you will need to do, and secondly, when chasing up any staff members who have yet to respond. Admin yes/no. Normal users can only access the survey data form. Administrators can access the administration console as well, which allows them to perform a number of tasks, including running emissions reports and adding additional users. You set a 0 for a standard user or a 1 for an administrator. Place of work. You may have several different locations to which your employees commute. This allows you to report the commuting emissions separately. Please make sure that the word or words are spelt and laid out in exactly the same way. Typos or differences in case will mean that the location-based reports will not be accurate. For example, these three words: Seagrave with an uppercase first letter, Seagrave all uppercase, and Seagrave all lowercase. These will be treated as three different places of work if you are reporting multiple locations. Please make sure that you have checked the names you use for specific places of work and that they all match before uploading the file. Having identified where to get the information, you will need to export it to a file in this format. Export will often be to a spreadsheet, but could also be to a CSV file. If you do export to a CSV file, it will probably be better to open it in Excel or a non-Microsoft equivalent like Apple's Numbers spreadsheet. This is because the data source providing the CSV file may not contain either the place of work or the admin yes/no details. If it does, you will have to add them yourself. This is a simple task in a spreadsheet, but not in a basic CSV file. Should you need to add either or both of these fields to the data file, this technique might help. I'm using a sample file in Excel, which was prepared for this video. It only contains 25 names for simplicity's sake. Those in the real world will be many times larger. I'm going to fill in the admin yes/no column with zeros. I can change the individual admin records at a later date. Put a 0 in the first column and click the tick. Right-click the cell and select Copy. Next, select the adjacent cell in the next column, and on your keyboard, select Control key and down arrow. This will take you to the bottom entry of that column regardless of how many entries it contains. Select the cell at the bottom of the Admin Yes/No column, in this case to the left. Right-click and select Paste. Still in that cell, press and hold Shift, Control and up arrow. This highlights the cells above but not the title. In the highlighted area, right-click and select Paste. This will fill the entire column with zeros. I hope that was helpful. To finish preparing the file, we go to the last user entry in column A. In the line below that last entry in the column, type END in uppercase. If the export process has added anything in this or any row below it, clear this content. Now go back to the top row, select it and clear any contents, the titles in this case. We have added headers for each column to make things clearer. Your output file may not have headers and start with the first row of data, in which case you will need to insert a new row at the top of the file. In the first cell, enter the platform identifier, GHG Insight. It is case sensitive, so enter it as shown. In the next cell, enter the version identifier, currently 1. Move to the next cell and enter your account ID. In this case, it is SEA0123. Finally, the word staff is entered in the next cell as uppercase S, followed by TAFF, all lowercase. The version identifier may change over time, but you'll be informed if this is an issue. Now you need to save it as a CSV file. Once done, we are ready to upload the file. Logging in will take you to the administration console. Click on the Staff Management button. You will then see 4 different options. Select the green button on the right labelled Import Staff. This opens the Import Staff page. Click on the grey Choose File button, which opens a dialog box. Select your previously saved CSV file and click on Open. You will see the file name next to the Choose File button. If that is the correct file, click on the Import Staff button. This will take you to an import page and the software will scroll through the list. It is a quick process, but yours will take longer as we are only using 25 records. When the import is complete, use the browser's back button to return to the Staff Management page. You will see the list of staff that you have imported. Should you wish to import another list at a later date, please follow the same procedure. If you need to make a change to an individual, click on their ID in the first column. This is a standard blue hyperlink. It takes you to their record. To modify it, click the green Edit Details button. Make the change, in this case I will make this person an administrator, then click the green Update button. Click the green Back to Staff List button to return to the Staff Management page. If you wish to add a small number of staff members, click on the Add Staff button member, and this will allow you to add 1 member of staff at a time. As I mentioned earlier, it is essential that you enter the commuting destination in the correct format. Now, we have found that occasionally the spreadsheet program adds additional commas after the first and last line. This can sometimes cause the upload to fail. We recommend that you check the CSV file in a basic text editor and remove these spurious commas. Thank you for watching this video.